Hi, how are you? Steve Norris here, the Affluent Networker. And I've got a question for you. How many times have you heard some online network marketing guru brag about recruiting 20 or 30 or 50 people in a month? That sounds pretty impressive, doesn't it? And a lot of talk in network marketing right now kind of centers around the idea of recruiting lots and lots of people. You go on YouTube and you can find dozens, if not hundreds, of videos from different gurus wanting to teach you how to recruit 20 people in 20 days, 30 people in 30 days, um, whatever. And while that all sounds really good, I'm not quite sure where that leads us. Um, I heard, I think it was Mark Yarnell actually, say that the secret to building a big organization was to go wide fast and to teach your people to go wide fast. And I think the part we're missing is teach your people. You see, if you're out there recruiting the world, let's say you recruit 20 or 30 people this month, and then you go out to recruit 20 or 30 people next month. Well, the folks that you just brought in, what are they going to do? Are you just hoping that because they signed the paperwork, they know how to do the business? I mean, let me ask you a question. Do you think, like I do, that when you sponsor somebody into the business, you have a responsibility to them to teach them what they need to know to be successful? If your answer is yes, then maybe rushing off to recruit another bunch of people isn't in your or their best interest. Sponsoring, as opposed to recruiting, sponsoring comes with a responsibility. Um, you have to help your people be successful. And if you're going to try and recruit 10, 20, 30, 50 people in a month, how many people can you work with effectively to teach them and train them what they need to know to move forward in the business, to be successful themselves? Because you aren't going to be successful unless they are. That's the key component of our business. And you're not going to have a big growing group that's generating residual income without duplication. And sponsoring isn't duplicating. I know it sounds like it is, because if you sponsor Carol, there's you, then there's Carol, and now there's two of you, and you would think that you duplicated yourself. But let's say you sponsor Carol today, and heaven forbid tomorrow you get run over by a bus. Does Carol know what she needs to know to go out and do the business without you? I don't think so. Now, yes, some people will go out and find the information themselves and become successful in spite of what we may or may not do to teach them how to do the business. But most people are not that way. A lot of people are out there looking for the 3%ers, the go-getters, the leaders, the drivers. But I would suggest, and I think I heard this from Dale Calvert first, that the 3% are great. They're going to succeed no matter what we do. And there's 70% of the people out there that no matter what we do, they're not going to be successful at the end of their life. They're going to be the people that are on public assistance or are just barely scraping by on their Social Security. There's that 27% in the middle, though, that if we help them, encourage them, coach them, lead them, that they can be successful and will be. They just need to be taught and shown how. And that's our job. So the key to duplication isn't just to bring in Carol. The key to duplication is teaching Carol how to sponsor Ted, and then teaching Ted how to sponsor Alice. So the real secret to duplication is teaching Carol how to teach Ted to sponsor Alice. And once that's done, Carol can go out and build her own group as big as she wants it to be, with or without you. So while you're out there sponsoring, I would encourage you, instead of trying to bring on 20 or 30 or 40 frontline people right out of the gate, or to make it your, your driving purpose to get these 30 people sponsored, is when you get a serious person, and I'll be the first to agree, not everybody you sign up is going to be serious and is going to do the 4 things it takes to build a business. But when you find one of those that is, make sure you're focusing time and energy working with that person to teach them to build their line, to drive their line, to secure the line for you, and to provide the success that you're responsible for helping them provide. And if you get 2 or 3 or 4 of these people before you've got them all taught, pause a little on your own personal frontline recruiting. Work with your people, help them build their depth, help them build their teams. And then once you've got one of them spun off who is capable of working on their own, they're duplicated, they're solid, they're out there doing the business, then go out and look for another one of those key people to bring in. And again, you'll have to go through 3 or 4 or 5 or 8 or 9 to find that person. But when you find them, drive that line deep, secure that line, fulfill your responsibility as a sponsor for the good of you and for the good of them. So yeah, go wide. Go as wide as you can. I think it's great. But as you go wide, make sure you're driving deep. Make sure you're building the people underneath you. Make sure you're generating genuine, real duplication in your organization so that someday you can step back, enjoy your residual income, and sip your drink from a coconut or whatever it is you want to do. So that's it. Quick summary. You can't effectively train 50 people if you recruit them. If you recruit too fast front line without teaching your new people, you're going to lose them and you're going to have nothing. You'll end up making a few bucks from quick start commissions, and then you might as well be a car salesman. So build wide, but build deep, and build a group that's going to last. Thanks a lot. For more tips, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching it on my blog, sign up for the newsletter so that you get updates knowing when it comes. And I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks a lot.